I don't know what a kua is, cuz. Oh, good morning, everyone. And I see Andy Rabbit was first this morning, then Matt from Grateford Branch, and then my cousin Steve, S.O. Swanson. Oh, I love the spring weather. In a few minutes, I'm going to be opening up a window, get a little air in here. But we're supposed to be getting lots of rain. So, Andy, do you have any new kits yet? He may not have put it in yet, Steve. I don't see it either. Hey, there's Bayou Sugar Garden. Morning. Just pop in to say hi. Heading to bed, just getting off work. Well, you dream sweet. Ooh, what kind of chicks? I know you're talking about quail, but which type? Yeah, I know quail, but are they jumbo fields? Are they mixed or from your own hens, or did you order them from someone? Curious minds got to know. There we go. Oh, pearls. Cool. Oh, may I ask where you got your eggs from? Good morning, Buster. Y- Ah, we're all thinking the same thing, cuz. Are you making your feed run, Buster? Spring has sprung. Yep. Now, Buster's conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 63. The wind's blowing from the south at 17 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 94%. So he's got some storms blowing in. And, and for me, the weather in Franklin conditions are fair with a temperature of 69. The wind is blowing from the south southwest at 11 miles per hour. Current humidity is 50%. That is wonderful, Andy. She separated her celadons a few weeks ago. They were hatched December 19th, and they're all laying now. That's good. Now I know Pope is Andes. Cloudy with a temperature for 65. The wind is blowing. You mean I've got the warmest temperature so far? Well, if Aaron shows up. Oh no, Pope is. Good morning, oops. And welcome back, Matt. Weatherford West Plains conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 61. The wind is blowing from the south southeast, 11 miles per hour. The current humidity is 89%. Yep. Okay, where Matt's at right now, his current conditions are sunny with a temperature of 47. The wind is blowing from the west at 9 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 38%. Well, Matt, I am warmer than you are. Because our low didn't get that bad. We didn't get that low last night. Yeah, sometimes life gets in the way of doing what you want to do, huh, Andy? Yeah, you're in the mountains. I know, Matt. But usually New Mexico seems like it's always warmer, mostly as far south as you are. So you're going to be hatching some of your celadons, Andy, before they get too old? Yeah, you tell it's warm weather. I don't have any windows open yet, and I'm picking up a lot of noise. It's very distracting. So are you putting your celadons in your GQF? See, we're supposed to be getting up to 75 today, and right now it's 68. Are you going live tomorrow, Matt? when I first started hanging around with y'all, and you guys were giving me a hard time about having my 6-week-olds on a heat lamp still. These are the same babies. Oh, wow. Good morning, Kelly. It's good to see you today. Good morning, Nikki. That is so sweet. How many kids you got, Nikki? And how many kids? And I'm talking about four-legged kind. Well, that's smart, Andy. You go according to what you need. And Nikki, I hope you have a lot of fun planned out. See, I've got my Hydro's cup and one of my Shire shirts on. You have 13 kids born Wednesday. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, they're doing a giveaway too. So everybody should go to watch them tonight at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Um, they're having a giveaway and everything. I think that's from one doe, cuz good morning, Howie. Sitting amongst your olives and fig trees. It is good to see you. I'm going to be excited to see what you got planned for Earth Day. Oh, my eyes are watering and everything today. Probably because I'm doing so much yawning. Yep, April 22nd. You guys know there's only 3 days until this month is over with. Good morning, Jacob. Oh, boy. Okay, because I had you marked on my calendar, Howie. So you gotta let me know. So who's planting now? Okay, Lucy, come on up. Lucy's got to say hi. Oh, you're looking towards the TV at everybody. Woohoo! Kelly planted some crimson clover in the ground, but only because it's frost tolerant. Well, that's cool. Did you start your seedlings, Kelly, or are you going to purchase them this year? I'm waiting for a little time to start throwing seeds in certain areas. Yes, if I'm still on the planet Earth and not traveling the cosmos, well, I may still have a live stream on April 22nd at midnight to start. Ooh, so you're going to start at the first hour of it. Well, that's cool. Where all did she get started? Do you know, Kelly? Okay, so here's a little weird one. I have a doe that should have had babies 2 weeks ago. I've been lazy. She still has her nest box in her cage. Yesterday it was full of fur. Did you check and see if there's any babies in it? If there's any kits? Andy? Now, Howie at Food Forest Permaculture, he did a he has a video that he recently did about hygge culture. He did his as a hygge culture mound for a raised garden without using the walls. And you haven't checked yet today, have you, Andy? Kelly says they started a bunch of Gidro seeds they share with me. Greasy grip beans, pole beans, I think, and I'm trying to remember what else. Good morning, Drunken Chef. And my summertime heat finally got here through the fumbling of the post office. Well, you have a blessed week too, Nikki. And you know how sometimes you put a little salt in your hand just because you crave a little salt? Well, see, that's what I do with summer heat. It is good stuff. Yeah, they say you got a spicy personality. Now you guys see why. I'm gonna be cutting up some pork later, and I'm gonna be using it also to make pork jerky. So I'll be getting that done tonight. That's good, Andy. Yeah, even though this has habanero and jalapeno, it's a milder heat than either one by themselves, I think. Well, if he's starting to get bored, Andy, then you got to find something for him to do. Something that he can do that's he's allowed to do medically. Well, I'm sure you can find some work around the house that's in his medical allowed uh, movement. Wash some laundry, have him just bring the basket over to him and have him fold it. Yeah, so I know what you're saying, cause oh, he does the laundry already, Andy? Hmm. Maybe he can help you feed the animals. We'll see if I knew what kind of restrictions he was under. I could tell you, give you a few ideas that he could do. Now, let's see. I still haven't fixed well, thank you, Drunken. Now that surprises me, Andy. That's hey, Joran. It's good to see you, dear. Hey, you guys are ahead of us about what is it, about 4 or 5 hours. Have a blessed day, Chef. I wasn't sure. But what time is it there? Oh, allergies are up again. Okay, it's 3:26 here. So I said about 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours. 5 hours. 5 hours from me. And see, Howie is like 3 hours behind me. That's your real time zone. My real time zone, it's only 5 hours. Uh, Have a blessed day, Howie. Yeah, Howie. Enjoy your figs and olives. Well, Andy, you have the climate. You can grow some figs. You got all those cherry trees now to find places for some figs. You want figs, but you're going to be planting honeyberries and blueberries. Well, I would say find a place for figs too. Okay, you got a space for them, but you just got to find some. I know what you meant. That's why I didn't post it up there. You know, they say on things like that, the best time to plant them is today. Just give me a moment here. Plugged up, but it's not low enough for me to do anything about it. So, you know, Andy, you can get quite a different variety of figs for your area. You know, Chicago Hardy, there is a couple of fig companies too. Well, maybe if you talk sweet to somebody that you know, because there's plenty in our group area that have figs, that can send you some twigs, scions or whatever. You gotta Chicago Hardy from Tractor Supply. Did you get it in the ground? Oh, you should plant it in the ground. You've been watering it and everything, right? And how long have you? Oh, it was a twig. Does it have any roots on it? Then I would just plant it right into the ground. It'll grow faster that way. It has one leaf. We'll get that baby in the ground. What is a good but cheap incubator that will last? Little Giant. Oops. A Little Giant is what I recommend. It's compared to the price and the durability of it, it's better than going extra cheap. But a Little Giant is your best bet. You want the Little Giant forced air. Don't get the still air one, get the forced air one. Kelly says the trick with Little Giant is don't let it sit turned off for long periods of time when you aren't using it. Make sure it's unplugged when you I've stored mine for quite a while then yeah. But I always run it for about 2 days before you put eggs in it. That way it gives you time to get everything up to the where it needs to be. And make sure, oops, that you have uh, another thermometer, hydrometer, hydrometer, like a Govee inside of it, so that way you can tell how to set your Little Giant's temperature to make it up at the right temperature. It's just like all incubators lie. In fact, if you don't have a Govee, if you want to just make sure the temperature, get one of these. You can get them pretty cheap because you got the air hose. You can stick it right in the air hose. In that case, what it is, Kelly, is you have to unplug the plugs inside of it and make sure to clean those because any dander or anything that gets in there when it's been set in that, yeah, it needs to be cleaned out. You have to clean out the connections. The same with the fan. Now, you could have got hold of Little Giant customer service, and they would have sent you a new motor, and it wouldn't have cost you anything. In fact, if you have a problem with your Little Giant and you call the company, they will help you to figure out what's wrong, and they will send you anything that needs repaired. That's how good their customer service is. Good morning, Steve and Tina. See, that shows that they are good ones because she's got 3 of them. 2 are older with the twist knobs. She says the twist knobs up from 1955. No, see, it was from 1999. And how are you doing, Steve and Tina? But even with those, I wonder if something went wrong. You can get hold of the company. Oh, you're just back from Africa. Cool. I bet that was a sweet trip. Yeah, I wondered why I haven't seen you guys for a while. You may want to connect with them, Andy. Oops. Let's see. What's 96 Fahrenheit. Every day. Wow, that's warm. And 2 months, so you were in there in the wintertime. I agree. 36 is a little warm. That's like middle of the summer for us. Here's Stephen and Tina's channel, you guys. And they are having a premiere uh, today at noon, my time. And here's the one that they're going to go live on. And they're right after I am. Joanne, you prefer it about 56 degrees Fahrenheit and cooler? Oh, I like it above 56 degrees. I like it between 56 and 85. This is about Yeah, I agree. So, Steve and Tina, what was the scariest thing that happened to you while you were there? Or are you going to talk to us about that? Baker Creek has a pink lemonade blueberry plant. I'm going to get you. It's just 'cause it's pink, LOL. Oh, I hope you're not talking to me. I don't have a number 1, I don't have a place for it. Number 2, I don't like pink. I'll be right back, you guys. I gotta get some coffee. I hope so, Steve. I hope so. Hey, Andy, you know what I talked about the water pie? You could do the same thing and make it a Dr. Pepper pie. And it'd do the same thing. Instead of using water, you use Dr. Pepper. And I think you'd love that. That would be right up Andy's alley. She loves Dr. Pepper everything. Lucy, you can't block mommy in, that's for sure. Oh, yeah. Let me see where I got that recipe at. That isn't it. May have to find it again. Yeah, instead of the cup and a half of water, you would use a cup and a half of Dr. Pepper. Let me see if I got it in my. No. Let's see. I got it probably over on the table. I don't have it right here right now. Rubber cup boy? I don't understand that comment. Oh, there we go. We cut it and we named ours Joel because he would, Joey, because he would hop like a kangaroo when he was a kitten. I wanted to name him Ballast, but they said no, it would have fit after we took him to the vet. Are you guys gonna plan anything, Tina? Now that you're back home? You know, we could also make a coffee pie. Pretty soon we'll start making ice cream again. Paulus, okay. No, it's a Depression era recipe, Duran. Um, it's made with water, sugar, flour, butter, and a pie crust, and it makes a little pie. I need to find my recipe for Impossible Pie too. Yeah, and vanilla or flavoring of choice. And if you infuse your sugars, you can make any recipe a little more interesting. Yeah, chest pie is a good one too. And yeah, the whole homemade vanilla is good, Steve. It didn't get as it's not as dark as I would like it yet, but it's still good. Oh, just a minute, you guys. I can't believe the pharmacy called me on a Saturday. Hey, Kevin. Speaking of Tuber Chat, Yeah, that's what I'm doing with my Andy. I'm waiting for it until it's a year old. I did use some, but the big container, I'm giving it a year. Thank you very much, Kevin. And then, like I said, I've got to find my borax seeds because I need to sprinkle those out, let them grow wild. Now, here's one you guys need to connect with. Hey, guys. Not saying a word. Oh, I promised my daughter I'd make her some vanilla syrup. I still got to do that yet. Let's see. I got a good recipe for marshmallow fluff too. I had to get those two shrugs out to somebody. Right now it's springtime, so I've got my mind going about 1,000 different other ways while I'm trying to design a new um, tunic-like thing for my crocheting Kelly. But see, I'm going to be in it. I'm doing a lot of recipes, trying to get things ready so I can get for my new cookbook that I need to get planned out. Hello again, Kevin. Let me do what I was going to do a minute ago. Now, this is going to be Tuber Chats link. And let's see. Here's the link for Oops. See, I've already did. Stephen Tina's link. And this one is, well, good morning, Willie. Willie's Carolina Kind Family Homestead. He's been missing for a while, but he's now back to being busy. Now, there was a vacant lot that the city had put privacy fence so you couldn't see it. Oh, no kits yet, Andy. I'm sorry. Now I just lost my whole chain of thought. I wonder if that was. Are you going to rebreed her, Andy? But then I'd wonder why she pulled fur if she didn't have any kits. Been about 2 years you haven't been doing much breeding. I mean, a year that you haven't been doing much breeding, Andy. Oh, wow. Oh, what I was saying is there's a lot, and there's been a couple places where the cities had these privacy fences off, blocking off where the vacant lots are. And the privacy fences are falling down now, and the city hasn't done anything to clean it up or anything. So I am doing some thinking. I think it's time to rebreed your rabbits, Andy. because I'd be worried about not breeding them for so long. I hope they don't get too fat on you and be unable to breed. No, I'm not talking about squatting. I'm talking about planting. I mean, try to. Okay, and you got to give a little more information for me to tell exactly. You're jumping from conversation to conversation here, so it's kind of hard for me to. Yeah, but they let them try to evict plants. All they can do is mow them down. That's what I. That is exactly what's on my mind, cause on Main Street here, I know of at least 3 vacant lots, and seeing what we can do with them. Yeah, the worst I can say is no, but I think gardens are a lot prettier than garbage, and there's 2, um, food banks around here that might be glad. That's what I'm talking about, oops, is guerrilla gardening. 2 banks around here that would be glad for the extra produce and stuff. And even there's some homeless people that would probably be glad. But even container gardening in that area would be good. I think the reason why they had the privacy fence there is probably to keep the homelessness out of the area or to keep them hidden. So true, so true. My only problem is I had to worry about them going in and mowing everything down. The vacant lots are better to use as community gardens than it is to use as dumps. But Willie, you got a few acres there, don't you? I don't know. I hope they will say yes, but I went through this with the city of Toledo, and that's why I ran for city council is because me fighting for community gardens opened my eyes to a lot of BS. And I finally got the community gardens though, but that was like 30 years ago. Oh, Willie, you're terrible. So you open up your back door and do it. Well, I had a camper that had, well, I lived in a trailer and it had two doors. So face your door the other way. If I didn't have to look at the traffic, I would have my doors facing the other way. Or out a window. Well, we do what we gotta do. Porter urinal. Good morning, Joseph. I was thinking about you earlier. I'm glad to see you this morning. Oh, Joseph's weather is conditions are partly cloudy with a temperature of 68. The wind is blowing from the south at 18 miles per hour. The current humidity is 81%. Well, I'm glad you're here too. We've been getting into some silly backwoods humor with Willie. Let's see how much difference my weather's changed. Well, hello, Echo. I almost tagged you last night on Facebook. See, it's up to 72 now. Okay, guys, I have to answer a call that can't be ignored, so this should only take a minute. Alrighty, let's see. Good morning, Aaron. We're all wondering this. And Steve dropped the link for the one you guys need to watch. Tonight at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. So everybody should jump on the link that Steve just dropped and hit the notification button so that you'll know 30 minutes in advance to get ready for that live stream. Yeah, Aaron hasn't been talking to me lately, so I really don't know what's going on anymore. He's been keeping me out of the loop, and I moderate his channel. Yeah, Aaron's always a busy beaver. Why are you sorry, Andy? I know. I still got to give you a hard way to go, Aaron. You got my phone number. You could always give me a tag at the worst. No, that Echo, that was for Aaron Gidros's live stream that's coming up. And Echo, every time I say your name, Echoes, my Echo is talking to me. Oh, okay, Andy. Thank you. I think I keep myself so busy that I already got that, cuz I myself been keeping so busy too. Yeah, Echo, you might want to get in on the giveaway and the big news. There you go. And hopefully he'll bring you some fish too, Willie, after using the boat. And for those that don't know, English whites are a type of Coturnix quail. They're all white feathers with a black spot on them, usually on the head. Now that's a good deal. You know, One man's garbage is another man's treasure. Good morning, Al. Ah, cuz shame on you. See, Willie, you should have sold them instead of just giving them away. But you give away for friends or for other considerations. Well, that's smart. Of course, you could have turned that boat into a raised bed garden. And that's the way to do it, Willie. So how have you been, Uncle Al? Dabo Fog. Everybody calls Uncle Al. I usually just call him Al. Well, of course, you're like I am. You're too bullheaded to die. Okay, everybody. Here's for if you want prepping and humor, political humor. This is a good channel to go to. And I don't think I did Shadows. I don't think I did Joanne's channel. What I started to tell you was about the marshmallow fluff recipe. It's a quarter cup of cool water, 1 tablespoon of gelatin, 1 cup of maple sugar or 1 cup of sugar, 1 vanilla bean, and 3/8 cup of water. You mix a 1/4 cup of water with the gelatin in a stand mixer until combined. In a pot, you add the other ingredients, the sugar, the vanilla, and the water, and you bring it to a rolling boil for 1 minute, stirring often. And after it comes to a rolling boil for 1 minute, you pour the hot mixture into the mixing stand with the gelatin, and to the stand mixer with the gelatin. Make sure you have that running while you do it. Then you mix it on high for 10 minutes. Then you store it in a sealed container for about 2 weeks in the refrigerator, if it lasts that long. That way it's your own gelatin instead of the stuff from the stores that have all the extra chemicals to it. I know. And good morning. Tommy. Okay. I was wondering if that was you until I read the whole post. Oh, it's all your emojis. That's what Nightbot was yelling at you about, Tommy. Oh, I am so glad to see you because I was looking in all your areas for you, and you have been MIA. So now I'm going to have to. Yeah, that's a bunch of a BS they were giving you, Tommy. Now I'm going to find your new channel. Ah, okay. Everything's a lot of political BS. Yeah, sometimes you have to. It's better safe than sorry. I am not going to go with the rest of my thought because then it becomes political and I can't do that on my channel. And only during rant sessions. With the state of the world right now, there's a lot of things that can be said that's I'm gonna have to put another rant night up. Yes, Al, so do I. I prefer gardening, but I get one of my moods where I get sick of everything, then I do a rant session. Well, I do gardening, cooking, we do raising animals, even though I can't do it right now because of the apartment I'm in. And tiny homesteading. Yeah, I just couldn't keep up with your new ones because you weren't bringing me in on the loop. If you want to friend me on Facebook, here is how you can contact me on Facebook. Uncle Al, everybody is using too much AI. And AI hasn't learned enough to be able to do what they're expecting it to do. It's just getting in too much of everything. Hey, Tommy, do you have rabbits? If so, what kind do you have? Yeah, I like Skynet. It's supposed to be a learning database. It's just like with Series and Alexa and all that. They learn by everybody's by listening to everybody, and they can't even say my name right. They can't say Verna. They'll say Goddess only knows what else they're gonna say. Your brother's got a Flemish giant. Does he breed them for meat? 'Cause if he does, that'd take a while for that to grow out. Guinea pigs, ducks, geese, peafowl, pigeon, quail, chickens, goat, fish, sheep, donkeys, all kind of stuff. What do you have now, Tommy? I hope you still have the quail, at least. It weighs about 15 pounds. Is it just a pet, Al? Or does he breed them for meat? Oh, mostly for pets. But you know those pets, if stuff hits the fan, those pets are good eating. Because if it's 15, so it would be probably about 10 pounds once it's processed. 10 pounds of meat is good. Tommy says pigeons, some quail, chickens, geese, ducks, sheep, parrots, dog, cat, and fish. Oh boy. Different strokes for different folks. I don't know what Dexter cows are for sure, but how about mini ebus? Like PJ has. She has mini ebus. Okay, Dexter's are mini cows. Okay, so's an ebu. Less invasive can still provide a gallon of milk a day during season and have much leaner meat. That sounds good. It's it's IBU. Let me look here. I gotta find her. I'm trying to find the pictures of the ebus that PJ has. Mostly about her grandkids on there. Not so much about her animals. Yeah, you found it. Zebus. Okay, that's what it is. Zebus, not ebus. Steve got it up. Let me see what the Dexters look like. They're an Irish breed of small cattle. Now, here's the lake for the mini zebus. Have a blessed day, Al. My computer mouse is a pain in the butt sometimes. I know that's what COVID did. It jacked up the price for everything. And that's another thing that bugs the heck out of me. The divide between the rich and the poor is getting so wide you'll never see it. Yeah. Calm down, Verna. Oh, it's almost end time, so I can keep my calm for 15 more minutes. Instead of me ranting, I can let you guys rant somewhat and just post it up there. Because if I get going, I get really going. And that's what I try to tell everybody, Tommy, that knowledge is power and and experience is what turns the knowledge into wisdom. Exactly, cuz Not only that, it throws me my body does wacky things when I get like that. Yeah, and ranting usually works against you instead of for you. Like on me, it makes me dizzy. Then my cognitive thinking goes. Yeah, leaves me in a sad shape. So instead of ranting about the problem, you need to brainstorm to think about what to do about the problem because action speaks louder than words. Yeah. Whereas I try to be a solution finder instead of a ranter. Yeah, it's also another way to see how strong you can get. There you go. Andy's little rabbit shed can house 240 pounds of live weight of meat. Yeah, so it's okay to go in the corner and cry a little bit and then come out with a battle plan. Yeah, I knew what you meant. And Tommy, that's why I said you come back out with a battle plan. You know, life is full of adversity. It's just what you do with it is what type of person you are. And Andy, there's different ways of fighting. Some aren't worth it. And just like she says, pick your battles. It's just like even though I can't do the things I love doing right now, I'm still finding other ways that I keep busy. And you got to remember, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Because even, yeah, But I am so glad to see you back, Tommy, because I've been worrying about you. But we're coming to another close, you guys. Idle hands, yeah, idle hands make the devil's mischief. In other words, idle hands get you in trouble. But I have got a lot of things planned that I had to get done before Aaron's live stream this evening. I know, and I went to look for you the other day on Rumble and didn't see anything current. Well, welcome back, Willie, but we're getting ready to head out. So I want everybody to have a blessed week, and hopefully I'll see some of you guys tonight. And remember, in about 10 minutes, Steve and Tina is going live. And let me see. Let me drop the link for their live so you guys can go right to it. Here's a link to Steve and Tina's that's coming next. Now I'll be late to it, Steve and Tina, because I've got to take my dog for a walk before I can do anything else. So everybody have a blessed day. And if I don't catch you at Steve and Tina's, at least I'll catch you at Gijo's Family Homestead.